Yeah, I mean, every win out here, I guess, gets you some points, and we're in a dogfight for them with a couple teams. And yeah, this one will be hard to kind of think about. I mean, we played quite well. Like last year, we were brutal, and when you're brutal and lose, it's pretty easy. We played good this year. Probably comes down to 5 shots. Probably 4 are mine, and Reed made a great shot to beat us. And it's a fine line. Our pool was really hard, and we knew that going in, and we just got to beat the good teams.
Right. That is the takeaway, that there was a lot of evidence of it. This team still is very competitive at a very high level, not far away, and yet the record is pretty stark. It doesn't show that, but I know you have faith in the guys on this team, and there's probably some impetus to do some work on some to get to work ready for the fall.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're a bit of an afterthought after this year. I mean, but your ranking speaks for itself. You are where you are, but we're a good team. We played well this week. It's just, it is what it is, right? We knew that coming in, like I said, and if you're going to win this, you got to be good teams, and we didn't. We were close, we played well, but didn't quite do it.
Well, it's just so important to end these things on a good note. Last year we kind of did the same thing. We had a struggle all week with health issues and didn't play very well, weren't ourselves, and we snuck one out in the last day of the round robin just to kind of something to think about over the summer. You want that feeling to be positive and not end on a negative. So it was nice to go out there, and unfortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, we ended up playing our best game of the week, and percentage-wise, I don't really care what they were, but that looked like more of our team out there finally. Unfortunately, there's no more games left.
What are you ultimately taking away from this week with these guys?
Just some growth. I think it's those scenarios, those analytics that we see with other teams, like how they play certain scenarios, and you can read about it all you want all over the course of the summer, but to see it in action, and I think we even learned, I think I'm 50 years old now, I'm still learning stuff out there, and just how to generate some offense, and just watching these guys and how they build an end against you, it's pretty important for us. So. We're not playing 18 tournaments a year, so to come out here and see that we bring it back to the table over the summer, and we learn a lot too.
So you grow a lot from that. I mean, maybe you get a chance to kind of utilize that a little bit in PEI next week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's good to kind of get and brainstorm with a bunch of the game's so different nowadays from like when I started in 1997. There was a 3-rock rule at the Brier, so unfortunately, once again, I've been around for a while, so I've seen it change, and I'm always learning stuff too. So, and it's cool. Like I just turned 50 over the summer, and you start to think, can I still do this at this level? And I feel like when I see flashes like that out there, like I did today, I know I can. It's just finding the right mix for sure.
Yeah. Might have been one of the more disappointing wins you've had with the outcome that happened out there. Just give a sense of the mixed emotions you're feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when it's not in your control, but. I mean, if you would have said at the start of the week with the pool that we had that we would go 6-2 and have the best shootout in our pool and not make it in, we would be shocked. And maybe that's something too. I didn't realize we were playing a double knockout this week, which is weird to play a Brier and it's a double knockout. But overall, we had a great week, a lot to build on, and beat some good teams, and really solid performance.
Got to stoke the fires for the next few months leading into the fall events, the big fall events, obviously, and you guys have shown more than enough this season that you're a contender there.
Yeah, I mean, we'll regroup. Right now, it stings a bit, especially how the week's gone, and we'll debrief this and figure out the plan moving forward, and go from there.
What can the guys learn from this experience, John?
I mean, just preparation. The little things. We had a solid week. A lot of the few games we lost, they both came down to last rock, and that was probably more due to a few ends of not quite making that 8-for-8 shots, and a couple shots here and there that we missed, and kind of we all took a turn at times, and those will be the things that we need to make sure we tighten up come the next big event, which hopefully we have an opportunity to play in the Olympic trials next November.
After your win today, did you like your chances of getting through, like having to rely on a Gushu win?
I mean, if there's a guy somebody you want to rely on, it's going to be Brad Gushu, and Dunstone's, it's a great team. When we came today, we figured it was flip a coin, and it ended up being that way right down the stretch.
What was it like watching in the box with your team and family members?
Yeah, it was stressful. I know they were pretty intense. I actually left near the end just because I feel for them. It's way tougher watching than playing. That's for sure. It's easier on us, and I know for them it would have been stressful because they pulling hard for us and really want us to win. So
There's some ebbs and flows in that game. Matt, what were you seeing on your end? How are you guys able to turn it up?
It was just staying the course. I even thought, we were down 4-1. I thought we outplayed them, through those four ends. And, it was all about being the best team over the course of 10 ends. That's kind of what we wanted to, that was our mindset going into today. I thought we did that, and that's why you saw the result you did.
Confidence level, beating Brad, knocking off his unbeaten record. What does that give you and the guys heading into the final weekend there?
Yeah, I feel great. I mean, they were playing awesome. I mean, Brad was doing what Brad does, and it's a huge game for us. I mean, we lose that game, we're playing for our lives tomorrow night. Now we got that second life and have a chance to get into the 1-2 game, and we're not looking at starting games with no hammer now and teams picking rocks against us. So I mean, there's so many reasons why that was such a big win.
This game, Matt, felt really important to your team. The level of intensity from you guys. What was the conversation going into it? Because it looked like you were in a playoff game from the first round.
Yeah, I think that's what it felt like. I mean, last night was a playoff game for us. It's the mindset the last 24 hours has been we're already in the playoffs, even though we were only 3/4 through the round robin. Why that this game meant a little bit more than other ones, obviously, and wanted to get that one for each, and it's a pretty cool moment. Like, so many ebbs and flows in that game, some exciting moments both ways, and really happy for this team.
You went there. It looked like EJ was sweeping with a little bit more in this game.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're crunch time. We know what's on the line. When we get a second life and a chance at the 1-2 game, and lose that game, we got to win 4 straight, I think, to win the Brier against a bunch of great teams. So I mean, it's such a huge difference, and nice to get our Manitoba counterparts in the playoffs there too.
You had a big shot to make that steal. Those guys hadn't allowed a steal all game long. It was one of the more precise shots. It wasn't a big one, but how big was that for you?
Yeah, huge. I mean, we give up a deuce and 8. Most times it's going to be ball game there. So, made it almost as good as we could have. Got a little bit of a break on Brad's last in 8, and that one of the things we talked about in our meeting today is if we can score multiple deuces and find a steal along the way, we're going to win this game.
Is this as confident as you felt here at the Brier?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe not so much early in the week, but now feel great.
Are those lucky shoes?
They're awful shoes. I've had them for far too long. They're definitely lucky because there's not much shoe left on them.
But do you have a new pair? You're just not busting them out yet?
I've had a couple new pairs that I've tried out early in the season, and they just haven't worked out the way I've liked them to, and I'm stuck close to the slider that's on this shoe. So I got to find a solution eventually, but that'll be tomorrow's problem.